Hey friends, welcome to the YouTube channel all about electronics, and today we will see what is independent and the dependent sources in the electrical circuit. So as we already know, there are two kinds of sources, the voltage source and the current source. So these sources can be classified in two categories. The first one is the independent source and the second is the dependent source. So let's see first the independent sources. So the independent sources are the sources whose value does not depend on the any other quantity in the circuit like voltage and the current. So the independent voltage source can be represented by this symbol. Likewise, the independent current source can be represented by this symbol. So the value of this voltage or current source does not depend on the circuit, or we can say that the value of this voltage or current source is independent of the circuit. So whether you connect this voltage source to the resistive circuit or to this circuit which contains a resistor, capacitor and inductor, its value does not change. Or even if we double up the values of these components, then also the value of this voltage source does not change. So this is all about the independent sources. So now let us see the dependent sources. So as its name suggests, the dependent sources are the sources whose output value depends upon either voltage or current at some another part of the circuit. So the dependent voltage source is represented by this symbol and the dependent current source is represented by this symbol. So whenever you see this kind of symbols, it means that the circuit contains a dependent sources. So now let's understand this dependent sources through one example. So here we have one circuit which contains one dependent voltage source, and the value of this voltage source is given by this expression, that is 2 into Ix, where Ix is the current that is flowing through this 2 ohm resistor. So as the current that is flowing through this 2 ohm resistor changes, then the value of this voltage source changes. So we can say that here the current Ix is controlling the voltage of this voltage source. So this is the example of a current controlled voltage source where current is controlling the output voltage. Likewise, we can have a voltage controlled voltage source where voltage is controlling the output voltage of this voltage source. So in this way, there are 4 different kind of dependent sources. The first is the current controlled voltage source where current is controlling the output voltage. Second is the voltage controlled voltage source where voltage is controlling the output voltage of a voltage source. Third is the current controlled voltage source, and the fourth one is the voltage controlled current source. So let's see each of them one by one. The first one is the current controlled voltage source, which can be represented by this diagram. So here, as you can see, the current is controlling the voltage of this voltage source, and the output voltage can be given as R into In, where In is the input current that is controlling the voltage, and R is the coefficient of this voltage source. So the unit of this coefficient R is a volt per ampere, or we can say that the R is a unit of resistance. So sometimes this R is also known as a trans resistance. So now let's see the practical example of this current controlled voltage source. So whenever the op-amp is configured in the transconductor mode, it is example of a current controlled voltage source. So here the output voltage of the op-amp is depend upon the input current. So as the input current I changes, the output voltage changes by the following expression. So the second source is the current controlled current source, where current is both controlling and the control element. So here the output current I out can be given as alpha into In, where In is the input current which is controlling the current source. The alpha is the proportionality constant or a coefficient of this current source. So this alpha is a unitless parameter, and this coefficient alpha also known as a current transfer ratio. So now let us see the practical example of this current controlled current source. So the BJT or a bipolar junction transistor is the practical example of a current controlled current source, where the base current IB is controlling the collector current. So the collector current IC is the function of this input base current IB, and the relation can be given by this expression. The third kind of source is the voltage controlled voltage source. So here the voltage is both controlling as well as the controlled element. So the output voltage V out can be given as mu into V in, where V in is the input voltage that is controlling the voltage of this voltage source. Mu is the coefficient of this voltage source. So here mu is the unitless parameter, and this coefficient mu sometimes also known as a voltage transfer ratio. So now let us see the practical example of this voltage controlled voltage source. So whenever we configure op-amp either in an inverting or a non-inverting configuration, it is an example of a voltage controlled voltage source. So once we adjust the gain of this op-amp, the output voltage Vout is dependent upon the input voltage. So as we change the input voltage Vi, the output voltage changes accordingly. So that is an example of a voltage controlled voltage source. The fourth kind of source is the voltage controlled current source. So here the voltage is the controlling element which controls the output current of this current source. So the output current Iout can be given as G into Vin, where Vin is the input voltage that controls the current of this current source. So here G is the coefficient of this current source. The unit of this G is a ampere per volt, or we can say that it has a unit of a conductance. So sometimes the coefficient G, also known as the transconductance of this current source. So the practical example of a voltage controlled current source is the MOSFET. So in the MOSFET, as we change the gate voltage, the drain current changes accordingly, and the approximate relation can be given by this expression. So as we change the gate voltage, the drain current changes accordingly. So now let's summarize what we have seen today. So today we have seen the two different kind of sources. The first one is the independent source and the second is the dependent source. So the independent sources are the sources whose output value does not depend on any of the circuit parameters, while the dependent sources are the sources whose output value depends upon the either voltage or current at some other part of the circuit. So this dependent source can be classified in 4 different categories. The first one is the current controlled voltage source. The second one is the voltage controlled voltage source. Third one is the current controlled current source, and the fourth one is the voltage controlled current source. Then we had seen the practical example for each of them. So I hope you understood the independent and the dependent sources in the electrical circuit. If you have any question or suggestion, please let me know in the comment section below. If you like this video, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more such videos.